Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. DCI Director Mohammed Amin says within the last 2 years, the collaboration with the FBI has managed to arrest 64 people, among them foreigners who are allegedly involved in gold scamming cases in the country, and charged them. The 64 were allegedly involved in 71 reported gold scam cases, where unsuspecting Kenyans and foreigners lost millions of shillings, as Emmanuel Barasa reports.
Gold scamming has been an international crime on the rise, both internationally and locally in the recent years. Many businessmen, both local and international, have fallen prey to the dubious scammers. This has seen many of them lose millions of money. The scammers promise them cheaper gold than the price that is in the international market.
Indeed, it is true that in the recent past, we as a country experienced a spike in terms of gold scamming. These fraudsters do collaborate with some rogue lawyers, and they open escrow accounts whereby the money is again immediately withdrawn from those accounts.
The DCI Director, Mohammed Amin, attributes the rise of this crime in the country to the fact that Kenya lies on the transit hub of illicit gold trade. The FBI Director, Christopher Ray, who is in the country for a 5-day work tour, held a meeting with Amin where they discussed on fighting terror in the country and the region.
Out of a total of 71 reported cases, we were able to identify, arrest and prosecute 64 people. Some Kenyans and others are foreigners. The FBI has been able to assist us, and we were able to collaborate with them, particularly in the aspect of social media investigations.
Money laundering, of course, that's always an important part, and part of what we do is try to follow the money. But another part is human trafficking, which is obviously one of the worst kinds of threats that we tackle because it impacts often the most vulnerable members of our communities, children.
Director Christopher Ray, who is in the country for a 5-day work tour, held a meeting with Amin where they discussed on fighting terror in the country and the region by forming a joint terrorism workforce. He underlined that Kenya is a strategic partner in the fight against terrorism.
We are working with our partners here in Kenya to provide cutting-edge tools so that they can get those tools in the hands of the investigators out on the ground and identify threats and stay ahead of those threats.
He has also visited the Dusit D2, which was a victim of a terror attack in 2019, where 22 people lost their lives. As part of the collaboration, a dozen DCI officers will be joining their counterparts in Virginia for investigative training with FBI.
Investigating corruption has been at the heart of the FBI's mission for many, many decades, and it is among the most important threats that we investigate because corruption strikes at the heart of the rule of law. They are cases to pursue, but they are incredibly important cases to pursue, and we look forward to collaborating more and more with DCI on that very important front.
Reporting for Tandao News Outlook, I am Emmanuel Barasa.